Angry Birds has so many classic games that people still love to play to this day. Some of the classics are Seasons or Space, and even the spin-offs like Epic and Fight have their fans. But now we are on our 4th edition of trying to rank every Angry Birds bird, and we're all out of the good ones. But wait, these guys are funny! If you like seeing the most random, insane, unbelievable characters you haven't heard of before, then oh boy is this the video for you. But well, we've gotten so deep into the birds that we now have to start ranking, gulps again, the Angry Birds movie!
Oh my god.
I was hoping this day would never come. Today I want to try something different, so instead of telling you all the characters in this video, I'm going to leave it as a little sneaky surprise. You don't know what to expect, unless you look at the timestamps, but don't, okay? Trust me, it's funnier this way. Without further ado, let's find out which of these insane batch of characters make it to the top, and which one should be ground up and sprinkled into the pig's daily slop. Our first character is Red. I could have swore we did this guy already. Wait a second. Why does he have legs? Oh no, it can't be. Agri Birds? For those who aren't familiar, on April 1st, 2015, Angry Birds released a trailer for their upcoming game, Agri Birds. It was like nothing we'd ever seen before. Who would have thought to put arms and legs on these guys? Clearly, this is a joke. And yeah, technically it was. Despite there being a bunch of concept art, a fully animated trailer that definitely took a lot of time and money, and of course, an employee at Rovio confirming this game was once in development. Yep, this could have existed, people. I think it's safe to say as a society, we weren't ready for Agri Birds, but somewhere out in the multiverse, Jake Miller is playing this game, has perfect vision, and is a famous musician with 687,000 subscribers. But we all know that could never happen. Anyways, we don't have a ton to go off of here other than their designs and personalities. Red looks as pissed off as I've ever seen him, and he literally punches an egg right out of a chicken. Let's not brush over the fact that a chicken coexists with the Angry Birds either. I have a lot of questions about the implications of that, but we should probably just rank Red. I really love how short he is. It's a really funny look for him. He's better than the original, I think. Let's put him in A tier. Chuck gets to be the old grandpa, smoking a pipe after a long day of fishing. He clearly would have been the character for the inevitable fishing minigame, but in the trailer we only get to see him console Stella after her rejection. He's really boring compared to everyone else though, so I'm saying D tier. One of my favorite parts of the trailer goes to the blues. If I get a game that combined Five Nights at Freddy's with the blues from Angry Birds, my life would be complete. I'd have gotten everything I'd ever wanted. It is crazy to me that the jump scare image actually exists. He has blood coming out of his mouth. That's some real gym shit right there. I love this interpretation of the blues so much. They're fresh out of the eggs and just absolutely insane. They're unpredictable. You never know what they're gonna do. Just like me, S tier. Bomb sadly doesn't get a spotlight in the trailer other than him lifting a weight. Bomb as a himbo bodybuilder is the perfect role for him, down to the jean shorts and everything. So yes, I like him, but he doesn't do anything to wow me. He's going in C. Matilda does get some action, holding a freaking shotgun and murdering moles in her garden. And potentially one of the blues if she isn't careful. I love that she isn't just a stereotypical farmer or something. She's more of a badass than ever before. Look at her freaking tattoos. This version of her is just so great. Not S, but a solid A tier. Stella kinda steals the show here, and it seems like she might have been the main character of the game. She works up the courage to confess her love to Gale. She sadly gets rejected, but the end of the trailer reveals that Gale was just caught off guard. They really do love each other, aww. Why the freak is Stella naked though? I think I like her design the least, as it's just her normal look but with crazy long arms and legs. It ain't bad, but looking at the others, it just leaves me wanting more, you know? She's a B tier for me. Now we move to Gale, her love interest. I'm unsure what role she would have played here, but it seems like she's initially a villain that falls in love with Stella and eventually helps to save the farm. She's rocking a sort of cowgirl look, and I can't lie, I'm into it. Compared to our next bird though, she couldn't possibly compare. I'll stick her in A with Red. Oh my dear God. Where do the legs end? They just keep going! I have never been more attracted to anybody in my entire life. What is more perfect than my favorite bird Hal, but with sexy legs? Guys, I need there to be another sex episode right freaking now. I literally pass out every time she starts swapping outfits and I'm getting lightheaded. Don't put on the goth outfit. Oh my god, she just put on the goth outfit. Sasha Lynx is my favorite character of all time. Not just from Angry Birds. Ever. I have never been more tempted to put another tier above S tier. I am so freaking tempted. Okay, she'll go in S. Just know she deserves so much more. And then we have Mighty Bagel. Literally the exact opposite of Sasha Lynx. First off, Bagel? Alright, you put some cream cheese on this guy and I'll consider eating him. You might have never seen this before, but look at how jacked his freaking legs are. Man, him and Sasha Lynx should become leg models, holy hell. Mighty Bagel is definitely the funniest aspect of Agri Birds, and even though he's the villain, he is way too funny to not go in S tier. Let's move on to some Angry Birds Friends characters. We got the Wingman, Terrence's superpowered alter ego. He got to be powered up in 4 games, Angry Birds Friends, Seasons, Space, and Reloaded. And yes, he is green in space, and no, I ain't ranking him twice. Terrence basically is the saving grace of any level, so letting him be a power-up makes a ton of sense. Sure, he isn't stronger than Terrence or anything, but you can't deny he looks crazy awesome. I also love seeing them come up with the logo for him. He had so many different W's on that cranium of his before they landed on the one we know and love today. I already love Terrence, so obviously I love Wingman too. S tier. I've seen a lot of requests to rank the Hockey Bird, and yeah, he's pretty iconic, so let's do it. He was actually once part of the flock, but his dream was to play hockey. He left to become the official NHL mascot. For a while, he was kind of a big deal. He got multiple animated trailers and was playable in Friends. Just what was his power? Well, he replaced Chuck. Wait, he just replaced Chuck? That's it? God dang it, Hockey Bird, you hyped me up so much and then let me down. Still, he looks awesome. I ship him with Matilda. They could make beautiful white babies together. Let's pretend I never said that. A tier. In celebration of Freddie for a day, Angry Birds made this incredible little short with Chuck as the Freddie Mercury bird. His crown is so cool that Kingpin gets put to shame. He also got his own tournament in Friends, but weirdly he wasn't playable? I don't get it. Hockey Bird replaces Chuck for no reason, but Freddie Mercury, using Chuck's design, doesn't get to be Chuck in game. You're dumb, Rovio. You know that? You is a motherfucker, you know that? D tier. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. Oh, hey guys. Sorry, I was just busy singing my favorite song, Hips Don't Lie. Yeah, I just feel like I really relate to it. My hips are extremely honest. Me and Shakira have a lot in common, actually. Let's see, we're both birds, we're both women. Wait, I'm not a bird, but Shakira is.
God damn! Get that shit out of my... Oh, God.
No, keep looking at it. Shakira had like a whole collaboration with Rovio there. Let's start off with the worst one, Angry Birds Friends. If you had to guess, just what could her power possibly be? Yeah, she's Chuck now. I hate you, Rovio. She's an F tier right now, buddy. You better start laying on the Southern Charm. She was scrapped from Angry Birds Rio. Urgh. She would have replaced Stella this time, getting an orange bubble heart as her power. Lastly, she appeared in Angry Birds Pop. Thankfully, she got an exclusive power and set of levels here. Something redeeming, at least. Look, Shakira as a bird is more hot than I'd like to admit, but just remember, Shakira starred in her own game by Rovio called Love Rocks, and that game just has a PNG of a drawing of Shakira on it. I hate you now, Shakira. My hips are putting you in F tier. And Shakira Bird in B tier, because she's cute and I like her. Next up is Ian Somerhalder Bird? I don't even know how to say that. Who is this guy? Oh, get that off my screen now! Oh my god, I didn't think he could look worse than his bird form does. F tier, dude. No way. It can't be. I think that's Groth One Finger. No, wait, that's Cobalt Chrome E. Maybe Patrick Bayer-Jean? No, it's definitely Honomaki. It might be Decanite 9000 though. No. Bright Streak. It's Bright Streak. Kind of looks like MD Switchy though. But is it Kirby Fan Real 1992? No. It's Omegon. It's Omegon for sure. No way. It's obviously Daisy. Oh, I got it. It's Poop Fort the Second. Yep, definitely one of those people. Fine, you caught me. It's just Don Cheadle Bird. Wait, Don Cheadle Bird? We love Don Cheadle Bird. I especially love using him as an emote on my Discord. Okay, thank you Don Cheadle for letting me use you to plug my members and Discord. You wouldn't happen to want to talk about my Patreon now, what? Okay, we took it too far. We made Don Cheadle mad. And you wouldn't like Don Cheadle when he's angry now, would you? He told me he wants to go in B tier, so we better listen to him.
Yeah, take that, piggy.
Our one new character in Angry Birds Go is none other than Senna Bird, based on the Formula 1 champion of the same name. If they use Chuck to represent a celebrity one more time, I'm gonna put every Chuck to ever exist in F tier. Don't freaking test me, Angry Birds. I ain't kidding. He was available until the 2.0 update, where he was mysteriously removed. Otherwise, his power was to be a little faster than Chuck. Just incredible. As always, I'm really left wishing he was just a little unique, you know? Don Cheadle gets to be cool, but poor Senna Bird doesn't get anything. That means D tier to me. Joe is pretty much the only character that came into existence after my first video. I remember them teasing a brand new bird was coming on their social media, and I was super excited to see a new playable character in Angry Birds 2 or something. And then they finally revealed Joe. Now I think there are a lot of good things about Joe, but mostly bad things. Joe was made to have a non-binary Angry Birds character. That's just objectively great. But you know how big corporations make their logo rainbow colored during Pride Month? Yeah, that's basically Joe for you. This is a rare character that made their first appearance not in a game, but on freaking Twitter. Truthfully, the bird design is pretty nice, but man, did they just fall on their faces with the movie design. I just hate looking at this image. I don't know what else to say. Now, to be fair, Joe got to be a promotional power-up in Angry Birds 2, and that's nice, but seriously, a lot of people seem to hate Joe, and I'm inclined to agree. Representation is great, but actually do something with them, Rovio. Be brave, make them playable, and then players will love Joe. But make them a gimmick and show your true, ugly colors, and you get a bad rating. I'm gonna go C, just because we may see Joe get more attention in the future, but it's currently handled very poorly. Angry Birds Journey has quite possibly the strangest cast of new characters out of any Angry Birds game. Yep, even beating out Agri Birds. Gaia's up first, and she's the ghost swan that hypnotized all these hatchlings. And she's a good guy, I guess? Honestly, I'm on her side. I hate you, hatchlings! I don't really know what purpose she serves outside of looking cool, but she also weirds me out a bit. C tier. Next up is Melissa Bird. Who the freak is Melissa? Well, after some diligent research, I now know that Melissa is a reality TV star on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Oh, so that's why she's a character in a mobile game for children. Wait, why is she a character in a mobile game made for children? Who came up with the idea to make a real housewife a bird in Angry Birds Journey? She's part of the event with the next character I don't want to spoil yet, and you voted on which was the best way to let off steam. Screaming or meditating? Of course children pick screaming. Children love screaming! This is quite possibly the dumbest bird to exist in this franchise, only rivaled by the next character on our list. D tier. Just who was pitted against Melissa Bird? Why, none other than Christine Bird, obviously. She's a reality TV star too, but she's on the show Selling Sunset. I heard my 2-year-old nephew talk about how much he loves Selling Sunset, so actually this is a match made in heaven. She lost the competition, but it's not her fault she was forced to root for meditation. Anyway, she has a diamond folding chair necklace. Does she have one in real life? I guess so. Is it as comically big in real life as in the game? Actually, yeah, it is. I hate Christine Bird, but I love her chair necklace, so B tier. Oh man, we're not really at the Angry Birds movie part of the video already, are we? If you hate the Angry Birds movie, please either stick around or skip to the end. I promise something really special is coming. But we gotta start working through the movie characters if we're really ranking everyone. I think Judge Peckinpah ended up having the biggest role out of the new characters, and he kind of acts as a foil to Red for the majority of the movie. He's also voiced by Keegan-Michael Key, so I already love him for that. And he's this cute little owl, and I love that too. He's got a little cameo in Journey, and well, that certainly exists. But yeah, out of the newcomers, he's one of the best. A tier. On the other hand, we have Cyrus, who acts as a stepping stool for the judge, and his main character trait is sneezing. Incredible. And you wondered why I hate these birds. The only character that has any right to exclusively sneeze is the dwarf from Snow White. I mean, minor. No, not like an underage kid, like a person who minds. Look, I'm not having this argument with you right now. Cyrus is F tier, obviously. Oh, Brad, you're so dreamy. I hope one day he will be mine. Guys, remember when Red thought the uncomfortably attractive female birds were inviting him to gangbang, but then Brad gives him brain damage instead? Easily one of the best parts of the movie. Don't forget when he made the DreamWorks face in this other scene. Easily one of the best parts of the movie. Face it guys, this movie probably would have sucked if Brad wasn't in it. Then again, he'd totally steal my girl and get away with it. Let's go with the safe B then. Say the line, Mime.
Oh my god.
I know a lot of people think the Mime's only joke gets old quick, and I'd be inclined to agree, but this one instance makes the entire build-up worth it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
That is undeniably one of the funniest parts of the second movie. You can't deny it. Admit it, you love Mimes now. Good, now be a good little pay pig and place him in S tier for me, would you? Great, time to talk about the actual pedophile from Angry Birds. Oh, don't believe me? Is that too extreme for you? Have you forgotten this clip?
Have you ever stolen anyone's children? Huh? Have you? I mean, you look like you would.
That's right, this guy steals children and forces them to hug him. Or worse. Angry Birds Stella flock? Quit hugging him, now! Creep. F tier. You guys remember Eva from the Angry Birds movie, right? Yeah, I know you would. Let's say our favorite thing about Eva at the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. She's green. Wait, why didn't you say she's green? You don't know who Eva is? God, I can't even look at you right now. You don't remember how she threw a party for her kid? You don't remember how Red literally showed up exactly on time and they told him he was late? Look, she may be a Karen, but she's undoubtedly one of the most memorable new characters. So she's going in D. Okay, you have to remember Edward then, right? Okay, you guessed correctly, but it was just a guess, wasn't it? Now, Edward I actually do hate. He's a freaking Darren, which is a male Karen if you aren't familiar. My favorite part about Edward was he got a face full of cake. He can get an F tier too. Timothy is the only one of the family that did nothing wrong. He seems like he had a pretty good day, despite seeing his dad be attacked and his unborn brother be murdered right in front of him. I remember he was using a bunch of promotional material like he was a main character or something. I drew him on this poster I have on my wall. How did he freaking invade my life like that? Honestly, I'm impressed. B tier.
Oh, hey, Chuck's mom. Can your son come out to play?
All of this does not just happen on its own.
Okay, so maybe Chuck's mom never actually appeared. But he definitely has a mom, right? Maybe in this scene this actually is Chuck's mom, and Red's joke was actually for realsies. Shut up, it could be true, you don't know. Just for that, I'm putting Chuck's mom in C tier. Deal with it. Truthfully, I only really picked Chuck's mom because I want to include Bomb's mother, or as she should be known, Momb. Whoever came up with that is a certified genius. I hope her birth name is actually Mom, though that would be a little messed up of her parents to do. She technically can be heard in one scene in Angry Birds 2, but there's also this beautiful rendering of her. I love Mom. As our last Angry Birds movie character, we'll let her go and C next to Chuck's mom. They can have a little gossip time while we get to our last character. As you all know, the moment I put the word Stinky Steve into my script, the world has been infatuated with this character. I've never seen so many comments all demanding we see Stinky Steve. And it was a great joke at first, but it left me actually wondering, will we ever see Stinky Steve for real? I think a lot of people assumed I meant the Minecraft parody book called Stinky Steve, but truthfully I only found out about that after naming the character. I also attempted to get Rovio to make Stinky Steve officially, but the best I could do was use his character creator they have. And as you can probably tell, their character creator is Dog Dookie. I hate to live in a world where Christine Bird is real, but Stinky Steve is not, but I don't know what else to do. It seemed as though Stinky Steve was never meant to exist, and so I gave up trying to campaign for his existence. But I wasn't going to give up on letting him be real. I'm proud to introduce to you all the newest member of the flock, Stinky Steve. This is my own attempt at making him fit in with the classic style, and I think it did pretty good. I wanted to give him a distinct color and personality, and I know everyone loves the emo look. I was very happy with how he turned out, but he just didn't seem real enough yet. I've always thought a character has yet to exist until they've received fan art. I had some of my favorite Angry Birds artists and Jake Miller fans work on commissions for me so you could see just how awesome Stinky Steve could be. We got to see good old Steve being a little smug in this lineless style by Zanman. I love seeing my boy all happy. I'm so very happy to see him in 3D thanks to Grace and Winston. I like to imagine him driving around in Angry Birds Go, but he also just looks cooler than ever like this, even if he is a little stinky. Also, this commission costs a lot, so let's just admire it for a few more seconds. We talked a lot about Angry Birds movie characters, but what if Stinky Steve was one of them? Come on, Rovio, put him in the third movie, you cowards! This one was done by T-Rex from my Discord, and I truly am blown away by how amazing he looks in Angry Birds movie style. I didn't think it was possible. Finally, we got Russ to give us a few different looks at the character, even with his explosive stink blast he would use as his power in Angry Birds 2. I love this drawing style very much, and I'm so thankful to have received this commission. I'm going to post all this art on my Discord, and please, if you ever feel like drawing my boy, share it with me there. Maybe nobody else cares about Stinky Steve, but he means the world to me now. I know he's not official, but technically this Obama bird isn't either, so I can't help but put my stinky boy in S2. Well, that was certainly one of the most unhinged tier lists I've done. We're really at the bottom of the barrel now in terms of birds left to rank. I want to talk a bit about the future of the series though, because I'm curious what you guys think. Next up is definitely Transformers birds. I've been super psyched to get to them now that we finished Star Wars. But what do we do after that? If you want to see evolution characters, we'd have to do like 5 different videos to get them all. I was thinking maybe I rank all the yellow birds, and then the reds, and then the blacks, and so on. And do people even want to see that? And what about the other movie characters? Should we do them too? I started out this series saying I wanted to rank everyone, but I'm not so sure how great of an idea that is anymore. So let me know what you'd like to see. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. This list is pretty huge and pretty unique. The only place you're going to see all these specific characters together is on my Patreon. Screw tier list maker, good luck finding freaking Obama Bird on there, or Stinky Steve for that matter. Anyways, I'd appreciate your support. Do you have a favorite version of Stinky Steve? Maybe you've made one yourself you think is better. Like I said, please share it. Then we can make them all fight to the death. There's only so much stank one can handle. This town ain't stinky enough for the two of us. I came here to look cool and be stinky. And my mom made me take a shower this morning. I also love seeing them come up with the logo for him. He had so many different W's on that cranium of his before they landed on the one we know. He had so many different W's on that cranium. He had so many different W's on that cranium of him. He had so many different He had so many different He had so many different